everyone, my name is Jess and welcome back to Little Miss Lorraine. I have a bit of a different video for you today. I am sharing my sewing bullet journal with you. So this is a video that I've seen quite a few people doing, like showing their versions of the bullet journal, and a lot of blog posts about it. It's a really popular organisational system at the moment, and I'm really excited to talk to you about my journey with the bullet journal and what I'm using currently. As always, Bailey is on the bed behind me, so if you see any movement, that's just her. Also, the most exciting part of this video, we hit over 2,000 subscribers on Little Miss Lorraine. Well, I hit over 2,000 subscribers on Little Miss Lorraine. I cannot thank you enough for all of your support. I said it in my Instagram post, and I'll speak a little bit more about it at the end of this video, but I just am so overwhelmed by how lovely this community is, so thank you all. So there will be a giveaway announced at the end of this video, so make sure you keep an eye out for that one if you want to enter. Okay, bullet journals. So I actually came across a bullet journal system quite a few years ago. It's probably maybe 2 or 3 years ago, or even a little bit longer, when a friend shared the bullet journal like how-to video on my Facebook page, and it really did change my life and the way that I look at organisation. So essentially the bullet journal is just it's a diary, it's a list maker, it's a tracker, it's just whatever you want it to be in a notebook. So over the years I have tried so many different types of bullet journals. I have tried different systems and just trying to get a bit of a feel for what works for me. So in regards to bullet journals currently, I have a bullet journal for my 9-to-5 job, which I keep specifically at my 9-to-5, and that is just all about work. And I actually did try using one at home for a little while, but it's not quite the same when, you know, you're just writing like do the dishes or do the laundry or, you know, whatever, because we don't have kids or anything, so there's not that much for me to remember. And yeah, I found that I wasn't really using it at home. So during the holidays when we were in Streaky, I actually purchased like an A4 notebook, and I started to organize my sewing and blogging and vlogging, because that is one of my sort of goals for 2017, was to get really organized in regards to that, because there are some big things happening this year, like Sew My Style and a few other things coming up. So I just wanted to be really on top of everything and making sure that my blog content was just like, you know, really good and consistent. My YouTube videos were consistent, and yeah, just overall more organized. So I bought this A4 notebook and I sort of set everything out, and then I really liked the way it was all set out. However, the A4 size of it was just really big and not practical at all. So I saw Holly from Holly Dolly and Susanna from Sea Sold and Stitches, and they both shared their bullet journals, and I really liked the way that they laid everything out. So what you're going to see today is sort of a combination of theirs and also just some of the things that I've learned along the way. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. So I'm just going to show you what my bullet journal looks like, and then I'm going to go into a different view so you'll be able to see it from the top down, and I'll go through all of the pages with you. So for this bullet journal, I only use it for YouTube, blogging, the shop, and anything else sort of businessy related. I don't use it for day-to-day things. I just find that I don't need it for that. I have a bit of a schedule in my head for day-to-day stuff, so I don't need the bullet journal. And I have a separate diary for like my appointments and stuff anyway. So this is purely, I guess you could say business related, but for me it's just good. I think it would be too overwhelming for me to have one that included YouTube, blog, shop, life, goals, tracking. Like, yeah, as much as they look amazing, the thought of that was just totally overwhelming. So I think this is a better system for me. And I think with the bullet journal, you do have to remember that it's what works for you. So what works for me may not necessarily work for you. So just make sure you always keep that in mind, and don't feel pressured to, you know, have all the pretty pages and have trackers for everything. Like, if that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Just it's all about finding a system that works better for you. So this is what I use for my bullet journal. This is a diary from Kiki K, a journal. I got this for some birthday money a couple of years ago. I love coral. It's got this really gorgeous, what would that focus? Sort of like laser cutout on there, which is really pretty. So I love that, and a really cute little gold button as well. So it does come with like a journal insert, but I had used it already, so I just buy, I'll link it down below, just some A5 inserts from Officeworks, because the Kiki K refills are half the size of the ones you get originally, and they're quite expensive, so any A5 size will do. I'll obviously go into more depth in a minute with all of this, but essentially these are all of my pages laid out, so it's really good. This little cover is amazing because it's got some little card holders as well, and little pockets to keep things in, so I find that really useful for like keeping receipts or little notes that I need to keep track of. Yeah, so that's my bullet journal. So I'm going to change the view now and talk you through each of my pages. Okay, so like I said, this is my bullet journal. I really like keeping it in something like this because it keeps it all together, and if I've got little bits and pieces in there, it's always good to have a little clasp just to make sure that nothing falls out. So I will link, I'm not sure that Kiki K have these anymore, but I will link them down below, and also I will have photos for examples of each page on my blog. So I'm not going to photograph every single page in here, but I'll just show you one of each kind of page on my blog, just so you get an idea of what I have in there, and also if you want a closer view. So the first page in here is for January. So typically with a bullet journal, the start of it will have like maybe an index and a key for the different symbols that you use. Because I've used a lot of bullet journals before, mine is quite different to that this time, but this is what is going to work for me for what I need it for. So I don't have any of that, so I'm going straight into the month. So this really cute little mandala picture I just got off of the internet and just traced it on there. I just wanted something a little bit different just to mark the beginning of the month. So that is my first page. And then I'm using blank pages. That wasn't actually a deliberate thing. I didn't want to pay the like $30 whatever for the one with the dots, so I was going to get one with lines, but I accidentally picked up the blank one. However, I'm really glad that I did, because I absolutely love this and it works perfectly for what I want to use it for. So on these pages you'll notice there are some blanks there, but that's because the lines are see-through, the pages are see-through, sorry, and you can see the lines, and I'm a little bit OCD with that stuff, so I don't like them showing through onto my next page. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to flip forward to February, because I've actually filled it out a bit more. Okay, so here's February. So again, I've got the little mandala and February written on there. Not the neatest handwriting, but anyway. So you'll notice on the side here I've got a whole heap of tabs. These are really handy just to take me to the pages that I need really quickly. I find this way more useful than having an index where you have the number down the bottom and then you have to find that page number. With this I can just grab it, flip to that page, and I'm there, and I don't have to worry about it, so that works way better for me. So for February, what I've done for these pages that are blank, I've written up little affirmations in them. So I got a really great affirmations book, and I'll link it down below. I can't remember the name, but everything that's in there is fantastic, and I just read it every morning and just keep that affirmation in my head for the day, just to keep my thoughts positive and to keep me on track. So I've tried to choose affirmations from the book that relate to that section. So for example, this one says, I'm ready to change myself or my life for the better. I'm excited for my next adventure. I know the best is always taking place for me, and I am open, willing and available to receive more good. So I've done this one and I've attached it with washi tape just instead of using glue, because I thought that was a bit cuter. Oh, sorry for the change of lighting there, the sun's just gone down. So this is my monthly calendar. So on here, this lists like when all of my blog posts vlogs and like newsletters and anything like that is happening. This would also be where I would list any deadlines that I have for things related to the blog or the shop or anything like that. So the orange is vlogs, the pink are blog posts, and the green are newsletter or post alerts, which I need to get a bit better at because I'm not very good at doing them. So I really like the way this one's laid out. The squares are a really good size, and I find that I can fit everything I need to. I wanted to add some color into this, so I've got my trusty highlighters over there that I have used to just make everything a little bit prettier. So I use this really great black pen. It's an Artline Ego line. Oops, sorry. An Artline Ego line. This is really great for drawing in the black lines, and it's not, it does show through, but it's not like a permanent texture that's going to like go through your pages as such. So I really like this. And I also really like these pencils from August & Co. I have done a review on these over on my blog quite a while ago, but she has some really great pencils. I'll link her down below. She's an Australian seller, and she just does little motivational quote pencils. Anyway, this one says, "You got this." So they're just really great, and they're a fantastic lead pencil because they don't break and they have a great eraser on them, and yeah, they're just overall really good. So because I am a little bit OCD with laying out stuff like this, I do it in pencil first and then I go over it with the Artline pen. Just because I like everything to be really neat. I was one of those kids in school that would like rip out their pages if the writing wasn't neat enough, so I'm a bit like that with stuff like this. So yeah, so at the beginning of each month I have one of these, and then the next quote. So this quote is just about taking action steps and what you can do things for and not worrying about the things that you can't control. So I think that's really great for something like vlogging and blogging, because there's so many unknowns that can come up, and it's just do the best that you can. That's kind of what I get from that one. So this is completely stolen from Holly, and Susanna actually stole hers from Holly as well, but this is a blog and vlog tracker. So I really loved the idea of this, so I might just turn this around for you so you can see. So essentially this lists all of the vlogs and blogs that I'll be putting up during the month, and it's got all different headings up here. So you've got upload dates, photos, edit photos, write blog, tags, categories, schedule, Instagram, Pinterest, film video, edit video, upload, thumbnail, and Twitter, which should really be with the other social medias, but I forgot about it. And so what you can do is for each vlog or for each blog post, you can cross off once you've done the things, so you know exactly where you're at with that post and what needs to be done. I found that really helpful for making sure I get things done on time, and it also has made me very productive as well. I don't know about you, but I love like ticking things off a list, so having this system in place means that I feel more motivated to get more of the boxes crossed. So obviously for some of them, like the blog posts, I'm not going to film a video for it, so that's why they're blank, but all in all, yeah, it's a really good system, and I really like this layout, so I'm definitely going to be using that all the time. So the next one, this is probably my favorite quote, and this relates to really well to the next section. So like I said, I'll have photos of this all up on the blog for you so you can see the quotes, but this one says, "Today I let my creative juices flow and spend time doing what I love to do. I'm a creative person with lots of talents, that should be with, and gifts to offer. I am proud of all the ways that I express myself." So I think if you're a creative, you will totally agree with me on that one. So anyway, the next section are my sewing plans. So this is a complete copyright from Susanna, but it was just so great how she laid hers out, and I absolutely loved it. Don't mind the siren. So this is such a great idea. I did have a separate notebook planning all of my sewing makes, but this is just, oh, I just love having it all in one spot. So I think Susanna took this from the Colette planner. I also looked at the Colette planner, but because it was just sewing, it sort of didn't really appeal to me for everything that was in there. So I've used all the sections that Suzanne used in hers, so the pattern, the size, any notions, the fabric required, and any notes that I know about beforehand, or any alterations or something that I'll make while I'm making them. And how good are these? So Susanna had a link to these on her vlog, and these are from Craftsy. They're I can't remember what she called them, but like, you know, the people drawings. So what Susanna does is she traces them onto the paper and then draws the picture, draws the clothes on, and they look like really good. But I tried that and it looked like crap because I'm not arty and I cannot draw. So what I've decided to do is print them off and put them in with washi tape, which I think looks really cute. And then I've printed off the line drawings for each pattern and then just stuck them on, worked out an approximate size and stuck them on there, because again I can't draw, and just coloured them in, and I think it looks really cute. Like I said, there'll be more pictures on my blog, so you'll be able to see that up close. But yeah, I really like this. So I have got the 5 things that I'm making this month. So the Nantucket shorts, my zinnia skirt, and the thing that I love about having them in this format is that I can easily take this with me while I'm fabric shopping, so I can see exactly what I need for each pattern without having to lug everything around with me. So yeah, I really love this layout. So yeah, my zinnia skirt, my Moneta dress, my Numa tank, which obviously looks a little bit stupid on her because it has the backs on there, but anyway. And my woolen pencil skirt from So Over It. So yeah, so that is my pattern section. I really like that idea, and I'm happy that I found a system that works for me by putting these in. There are a couple of different models on there, so I just picked one that I felt fitted my body shape. So yeah, I will link to Susanna's video, and also I'll link to Susanna and Holly's videos so you can watch them, and I'll have all of these links on my blog as well, so make sure you go and check that out. So the next little section is the to-do section. So this is again stolen from Susanna, but laid out differently. Like I said, I'm not using mine for like my personal life or home life or anything. This is purely for the shop, the blog, and any other things that don't fall into either of those categories but are still like sewing or that sort of related. So here I've got all of the days of the week listed here. Well, February only started on Wednesday, and I've got the 4 different sections for all the things that I need to do for each bit. So again, this is this week, so I'm filming today and I need to do a blog post on there as well. So I really like this because just at a glance you can see exactly what needs to be done for each of the different aspects of I like to call it, it's work for me even though it is a hobby, but you know, obviously I'd like, as I've said before, I want this to be my job, so this is just another way to kind of get that going a bit quicker. So yeah, I really like this because I can say, okay, I've got that for the shop today, that for the vlog today, and I can just really be more productive and just focus on that, whatever I need to just for that day. So I really love this layout. And yeah, this is definitely working well for me. So the next section of this is actually like some other thing, like they're not set out like this, they're more like lists that I've made, and again this is just to keep me on track for this year and making sure that I'm getting everything done I want to get done. So first of all, let's go to here. So I've put these at the back so that I can keep adding to them and they don't interfere with all the other stuff. So I have, the first thing I've got here is a 2017 video schedule. I love this. It just is so easy to plan things and put everything in there that I need, and it means that I can plan in advance and I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. Oops, sorry. for each week. So I really love this set out. This was something that I had done in my big A4 book, but I thought it would be better to have it in here because then it, like I said, it's just all together and I can be really organized. So I've already got all of my like May plans and May makes, June plans, June makes, because obviously I know I'm going to be doing those every month, and then it's just 2 or 3 videos within the month that I need to plan for. So I found this a really valuable layout to keep me organized. And keeping with that, I've also got a blog schedule. So I haven't filled out everything in this one like I did for the other one. One of the things I will say about a bullet journal is setting it up is really time consuming. Luckily for me, I love doing stuff like this, so it doesn't bother me, but by the end of it, you kind of get a bit over it. So I just couldn't be bothered writing everything in for this one yet, but I will do that at some point. But once you've got your system set up and everything working and everything laid out the way you want, it just means that, you know, at the end of the month, you just get really organized and spend an afternoon just getting the next month all laid out. And I promise you, you'll feel so much better and so organized. So again, this is my blog schedule. So I don't have everything in here yet. So yeah, that keeps me really organized. And then from here, from the blog schedule and from the vlog schedule, that's how I know what to put into my vlog and blog tracker, so that I can make sure that I'm getting everything done for the month. So the next few are just things that so this is my monthly sewing plan. So again, it's just making sure that each month I have a bit of a clear idea of what I want. This also helps me to plan out my video, my plans video for the month, and yeah, I really like the way this is all laid out. So what I will do is go through and put in like all of the Sew My Style sewing projects already, because obviously I'll be doing those every month. But yeah, I really like this one, and again, this just helps me with planning for videos and blog posts and also my sewing plans as well. So I really like this setup, and I like these big boxes. So the size of this is just absolutely perfect, and I really like that there are no lines on there, because you're not restricted to how many lines there are. You can just fit stuff in as you can. So I'm really happy with how all of these are laid out. So the next 2 are more just like lists of my Make 9 and the Sew My Style patterns, just so that I always have them there to refer back to. So these are my Make 9 for 2017. I will link to the blog post if you want to see pictures of them. And then as I go through and make them, I will be ticking them off, which again makes me feel really happy when I tick stuff off my list, because I know that I've been really productive. Just excuse this flying up. I've got the air conditioner and the fan on because it is quite warm. So yes, that's my Make 9. And then this is my Sew My Style list. So I've also put on here who they are by, so like Nantucket Short Seam Work magazine, and even on here Bridgetown Dress Sew House 7, just so that when I'm going to either find the patterns or write the blog posts, or do the vlogs, I just have all of that information there and I don't have to go looking for it. So again, as I tick everything off, that'll be really good. I've managed to make this one a bit more colourful, but somehow I need to be able to add some colour into this because it's really plain. So hopefully I'll be able to work on that one. So yeah, that's basically my sewing bullet journal. So this, like I said, it really just depends on what you want to use it for. I find that this has been really good for me. So, and the best thing about a bullet journal is that each month you can see what has worked from the month before, and then you can choose to use that again or choose to change it up a little bit. So that's, yeah, one thing that I really like about the bullet journal. It's all evolving, so yeah, a really great system. Like I said, I'll have photos of all of these pages up on the blog, so if you want to take a closer look at them, and I also have the links to everything there as well, just in case you want to go and check them out. So I hope you found that really useful. Like I said earlier, it's really just about what you want for your journal, so don't feel pressured by all of the amazing things that you see to feel like you need to have it all in there. And if you need to have more than one, have more than one. Like I said, I've got my work one, and then this is my like other work one, essentially. So yeah, that's what I really like about them. You can just use them for whatever you want. You can create your own journal, your own tracking systems and everything like that. So I'd really love to see if you do a bullet journal. So if you have done one, if you've done a post on one, or anything like that, make sure you let me know below or on the blog. I'd really love to see them. So all of the links to everything will be over on my blog. So I'll link that one down below, and I'll have pictures of all the pictures of each of the pages for you, like as an example, just so you can see them a little bit closer. Okay, so on to the giveaway. So I am just, again, so thankful for everyone's support. All of your comments each week, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or the blog, are just like so lovely, and I'm so thankful. So I want to do something a little bit special for you guys. So for the giveaway this time, so last time I did a giveaway, I gave away a copy of the new PDF ebook by So Over It. So this time I do have some fabric to give away, and a bit of a you kind of choose thing. So for the giveaway, I'm giving away 2 meters of this gorgeous mint eyelet fabric. I'll have a better photo on the blog for you, but how pretty is it? So I thought this would be a perfect giveaway. The giveaway will be open worldwide. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you win it, obviously we are coming to the end of summer, but we've still got at least 2 to 3 months of warm weather to go. So I thought that would be really useful for us in the Southern Hemisphere, or if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you guys are coming into spring. So I thought this would be a really great fabric for those things. I have so much of this and I'm just not going to use it all, so I would really like to see it go to a home, a good home where someone's going to use it for something special. So it's 2 meters of this fabric, and also a PDF pattern of your choice. You just need to let me know which one, and I will organize payment of that and get it sent to you. Or if you don't like this material, or it's not really for you, I don't really want to like pigeonhole people into not entering the giveaway just because they don't like the fabric. So if you don't like the fabric, you can have 2 PDF patterns of your choice. So it's up to you. So I'll be drawing this in my next video, so you just let me know if you want the 2 meters of this and a pattern, or whether you would prefer 2 PDF patterns of your choice. So I hope that that kind of suits everyone and that works for everyone. Like I said, I didn't want to pigeonhole it into just being the fabric, because sometimes, you know, you look at a giveaway and you don't necessarily like all of the things in there. So I'll just run through that again for you. So it's 2 meters of this fabric, and a PDF pattern of your choice, or 2 PDF patterns of your choice. Obviously if you want the fabric, I'll pay for shipping on that one, and then I'll get the PDF sent to your email address. So how do you enter? All I want you to do is comment below on down in the comments what you would do with this fabric, and yeah, which pattern you would use. So I would really like, you don't have to say a pattern, but if you do have a pattern in mind, I'd really love to hear it, because also that might give me some ideas of what to do with this as well. So comment down below with what you would do with this fabric and like what pattern you would use. And I'll be drawing the winner of this next week in my video, so it'll be open for a week. I'll have all the details and the T's and C's down below and on the blog as well for you, so make sure you go and check that out. So thank you guys again for subscribing. So if you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.